Hi, it's Jason at Golf Principles. Been away for about a week. We've had the paint brushes out here. You can see we've gone all white. So a bit of a change for the coming 2013. Just a heads up about Porter winning, which was a fantastic result for him. His longest iron was a 5-iron. He had a 23-degree hybrid in there. So for those of you who are, should we say, a little bit stubborn and proud, then you know what, if he's good enough to win with a 5-iron and a hybrid lofted one, maybe it's something for you to look at. Especially coming out in the winter, a bit softer conditions, maybe that might be easier for you to flight it and that carrying drop and stop idea. But what I'm going to talk about today is the new rotex wedge from Cleveland. You can see here it's got rotex on the face. Now the idea is, instead of having the grooves milled in just one direction, what they've done, they've also milled a second lot in a semicircular fashion. So the idea is, when you open the face, the grooves are still contacting the ball face on rather than side on. So you're going to impart what I would call true spin as opposed to a side spin or a glancing blow. You won't maybe be able to see it if I just rotate it in different forms. You might be able to catch the different grooves. They look like micro grooves, and you get up close and you'll start to see the semicircular motion, the groove cutting. Now, in true Cleveland style, it comes in 46 to 62. It comes in two models. It comes in this model, which is a 588 RTX, which is effectively CG16 replacement. They also make the bladed option, which looks quite nice as well, which is the full-on back as opposed to the cavity scoop. There's also a new wedge coming out next year called the RTG. For those of you old school, remember that. It's got a little narrower sole, less bounce, more designer file called Lynx Turf Conditions. This comes now in a diamond gold wedge shaft, not the Tour Action shaft that was this year's version. That was a little bit light and soft, actually felt. So this is probably better for, you know, an off-the-shelf offering. Not that we do off-the-shelf, but you know, kind of to show it. Finish-wise, comes in a silver, satin, or a black. What I like about this wedge is it doesn't feel like a cast club. When you hit it and spin it, it doesn't feel like a brick. It doesn't feel like concrete. You know, sometimes you get a cast club and it feels quick off the face. These don't. They're heat treated to feel softer. Now, of course, it's not going to be as soft as feel as a proper forged wedge, but realistically, for what you're going to get with this, performance-wise, it's going to spin way enough for everybody. So, again, go back on it. There's going to be bounce options on the blade. There's going to be just standard options on the bounce on the cavitied sort of CG16 replacement, the rotex base RTX. Again, I think it's going to be two battle. I mean, you know, I've had the US elections last night. There's going to be two major battlegrounds going to be fought. There's going to be wedges next year, and there's going to be drivers. Drivers are going to be the Cobra, Nike, TaylorMade new one. I think it's called R1. Effectively, going to be one head, change the shaft, change the loft. And there's going to be a wedge battle. Last year, or this year, I should say, it was more about fairways. Now, next year, it's going to split. It's going to be wedges and drivers. So, Cleveland are going to put, obviously, try to dominate the wedge discussion. It's their heritage. So, interesting years ahead. So, keep touch. We're trying to show some more new stuff for 2013 early, as we try and do.